All right, welcome to The Explainer. If you've ever dreamt of a place where ancient history is watched over by elusive leopards and where wild elephants just roam across these vast, untamed landscapes, well, you're dreaming of a place like Yala National Park. Today, we are diving deep into the wild heart of Sri Lanka. And you know, this quote right here, it just absolutely nails the feeling of Yala. This isn't just about visiting a park, it's a real, raw encounter with nature at its most powerful and pure.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get into what makes Yala so incredibly wild. Then we're going to uncover its surprising connection to ancient culture. After that, we'll put you right in the safari jeep to see what that's all about. And we'll wrap up with the essential tips for planning your own adventure.
So, let's get into it. What gives Yala this almost legendary reputation? Let's start with exactly why it's considered the very heart of Sri Lanka's wild side. It all starts with the sheer scale of the place. We're talking 979 square kilometers. That is a massive, massive sanctuary of raw wilderness that stretches across two districts, Hambantota and Manaragara. It gives all that incredible wildlife plenty of room to just be wild.
And living inside that huge space, an absolutely incredible cast of characters. Now, Yala is world famous for having one of the highest densities of leopards on the planet, making it one of the best spots on Earth to see this unbelievably elusive cat. But the show does not stop there. You've also got majestic elephants, these shy sloth bears. The whole ecosystem just makes every single safari completely and totally unpredictable.
But here's where the story of Yala gets really interesting. It's about so much more than just the animals. What makes this park truly one of a kind is how its wild landscape is woven together with centuries of human history. It's a place where nature and culture don't just coexist, they collide.
And you can see this dual identity everywhere. On one hand, Yala is this vital, modern conservation zone, working to protect endangered species like the Sri Lankan leopard. But on the other hand, it's a time capsule. It's home to ancient ruins like the Sitalpawa Monastery, a Buddhist site that's been standing inside this wilderness for over 2,000 years. Just amazing.
So what's the secret sauce here? How can just one park support so much different life? Well, it all comes down to this: a truly biodiverse ecosystem. You've got this rich mix of landscapes, everything from dry forests and wetlands to coastal areas and these cool rocky hills. All those different environments create countless little homes, which allows for this incredible variety of species to thrive.
Okay, so we know why Yala is so special. We get it. But what does it actually feel like to be there? Let's hop in that safari jeep and really get a taste of the adventure.
Think of your safari like a three-act play. Act 1, you've got to choose your time. That's either early morning or late afternoon, when the animals are out and about. Act 2, the journey itself, moving through all those different terrains we just talked about. And finally, the climax, keeping your eyes peeled, your camera ready, and maybe even holding your breath for that unforgettable wildlife sighting.
And hey, the adventure doesn't just stop with the main safari route. There are other gems to discover. If you're a bird watcher, you'll definitely want to check out the nearby Kumana Bird Sanctuary. It's a total haven for migratory birds. Or, for a completely different vibe, you can find this amazing scenic solitude at Patanagala Beach, which is right there on the park's edge.
An adventure like this, it sounds inspiring for sure, but it also takes a little bit of planning. So for our last section, let's cover the absolute must-knows to help make a trip to Yala a reality for you.
Getting there is actually pretty straightforward. Most people start from a big city, like Colombo. From there, it's about a 5 to 6 hour drive to Tissama Harama. You can think of Tissa as your base camp. It's the main town where you'll get your safari sorted out before you head into the park itself.
Okay, here are the 4 most important things to lock down before you go. First up, the best time to visit is during the dry season. That's roughly March through October, because the wildlife is just easier to spot. Second, book your safari in advance. The best guides get snatched up fast. As for packing, think light clothing, sunscreen, and plenty of water. And finally, the golden rule of park etiquette. Always respect the animals. Keep a safe, quiet distance.
When you boil it all down, what makes Yala so unforgettable is that unique blend. It's really one of those rare places that offers world-class wildlife, jaw-dropping natural beauty, and a deep sense of cultural immersion, all in one incredible destination.
From its elusive leopards to its ancient monasteries, Yala National Park really is an open invitation to adventure. So we'll just leave you with this final thought. When will you answer the call of the wild? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.